So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So, time for the anthems. This is an elevated level of competition, Jim, the kind you know all too well.
Well, you notice how everything feels that little bit different, Peter. The atmosphere too, whether through decibel levels or the sense of purpose, because this is the ultimate battle for survival now.
And the losers go home.
Nobody wants that.
We are just getting started. So a clash of nations with so much pride on the line. Quality ball. Now he's off and running. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, I just love the positivity and attitude that Erling Haaland delivers on a football field. It's almost as if he's still on the training ground. And there's one little story in a game where he scored 4, but he was still angry. And asked why he was angry, he said, well, I missed one of my good chances. I think he's destined for greatness.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. Driving forward, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Forwards and with intent. First quarter of an hour gone. Knocks it into space. It's a pretty loose pass.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose. They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time. Tunisia really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure.
And the finish! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And there is your opener. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Tunisia are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And he's been shifted off it. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's chosen to go back. And they're on him in a flash. That's a good ball. Decent chance! And it's been hooked away. Haaland. "15 minutes till half-time. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Foot in.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Played out wide. That's going across goal. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Haaland. Spread out to the left. And he's forced to go back. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Cleared away. He's on it. Can he get away? This looks promising. Knocks it out wide. Turns back here, probably the best option. That's it, 45 minutes up. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Everyone, please welcome our players.
Norway go in at half-time with a game to chase.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So, half-time in the opener. So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And so the action is resumed.
It's not easy being down in situations like this. I know it's an overused term, but you really have to play with courage. Be brave, and let's see where it gets you. You might just get lucky because of it.
Looking for the run. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball. Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Now he's got space here. Pass somewhat off target. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And here's Haaland. And the counter is on. Great vision.
For this match was
60 minutes played.
Norway really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Could move up a gear here. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Getting up there! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Time and again they are repelled. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
He's got away. Oh, now here's an interesting match. Haaland! Didn't quite get enough on that.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
And they're back on the ball again. Norway have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And he's gone searching crossfield. Has a look and plays it forward. That's a lovely, neat pass. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Now it's Haaland.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Haaland. Just eases him off the ball. That is a great pick out. Norway are running out of time and out of options.
Well, I like to see, Peter, that they haven't given up yet, so the spirit burns on.
And that's played in low. And that is expertly dealt with. And he's intervened well there. And he's well positioned here.
Tunisia nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Not the most accurate pass. Nice looking ball. Oh, that's a key interception. So this is it. We're on the verge of witnessing a major shock. He's had it! That's another chance! And it's in! And surely that does it! Perfect time! Decisive strike! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Tunisia have surely won it, or so you would think. That's that, the end. And as is so often the case, their tournament ends not in a bang, but a whimper. So with the group stages well and truly behind us now, the two sides walk out in front of a crowd that is more expectant than ever. There's a bit of a party atmosphere in the stands at the moment, but once the whistle goes, it is down to the serious business of knockout football. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So this is the final grid. From now on, it is a mad dash to the finish line, Jim.
Well, Peter, I think this is the stage where one's chances can...
Chance for a shot! Deserve better.
A wonderful ball to play him in like that. Great pace, into feet, nearly superb.
They've played it short. Goodmanson. And now they can spring out of defence. Looking for the run. It's a promising position. He's onside. He leaps for it. Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Cleared without hesitation. Sweden are looking to go forward now. Goodmanson. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's delightful. Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! And that is doing no harm at all.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Lindelof. Now it's Isak. Shifted it to the flank. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Ryerson. No goals as yet. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's forced to go back. Plays a sharp little ball here. Berger. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Gyökeres. He's in a great position here. Berger. Østigard. Not the most convincing of passes. Here's Berger. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ryerson. It's not an especially good pass, that. And it's Berger. He's looking wide.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Can he get on the end of this? And he's picked it up out wide. Delivers the ball. Oh, important interception. Goodmanson. And Lindelof. Isak. Spread it left. Østigard. Spread out to the left. Threads one in.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Goodmanson. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Berger. And Østigard. Berger. And it's Berger. Jokeres powering forward here. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Ryerson. And the whistle goes for half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please be reminded
Look back on the first 45 minutes.
I have to say, I think it's a good performance, but it's clear that they need more energy and more precision up top. They proved they can create chances. Now they need to start putting them away. That's the next step.
So, half-time in the opener. So at the halfway stage, we still have to... Oh, shooting chance! It's in! The first significant strike. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Number 17, Jokeres.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Just eases him off the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Stood up well to him there. Now it's Haaland. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Takes a shot! And a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
For Norway, after 54 minutes.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Well, this could turn out to be quite a game.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to...
He's in! Must be! Isaac! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Oh, that's a great chance from a really swashbuckling run. His manager will be wanting more of that.
Østigard. No Ryerson. Distributed tidily. Goodmanson. And here's Isak. And that has been slung wide. Can he get it through? Oh, such a clever touch. Played in.
The attendance
It's a decent clearance.
29,514.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Great chance! Goal, Sweden! And again they hit the front. What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Number 21.
All square in a matter of moments.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
After 65 minutes is number
Not a
9.
defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Well, this could turn out to be quite a game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
What's going wide left? Haaland being watched hawkishly here.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
That's been cut out, well played. Well, what about it? What an enthralling contest, what a wonderful contest. Lindelof.
That's really good energy, Peter, the way they defend from the front.
And that has left him in a heap. Østigard. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Rapidly approaching the end. Extra time is imminent, unless something dramatic happens now. Tries to play it through. Gyökeres. That's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, Red, nice interception. Berger. Still anyone's game, this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
That's a throw. Ryerson. Gyökeres has found the net here, of course.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Haaland. That's destined for the flank. Not a hint of offside here. And that has been cleared.
4 added minutes has
Nicely
been
weighted
indicated.
ball. into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Goodmanson. Gyökeres.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Great vision. He's on it. Can he get away? He is through here. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Still nothing in it, and we will be back for 30 more minutes. So still inseparable. What are you thinking, Jim?
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Keep your eyes on your children during the match at all
No
times.
winner after 90 minutes. Another 30 minutes, hopefully, to make a difference.
Substitution.
No winner in 90, 30 more to come. Ryerson. Haaland. Real chance. And the finish! He lifts the roof! Oh, that has got to be it! This has to be it! And that was as close to certain as can be.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Number 9.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
Norway leading now.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Tries to pass it through. Jokeres wants to run onto this. Bergvall, delivered low. Cleared away. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
I'm not sure.
Can he finish? Keeper's not concerned by that.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Substitutions taking place.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Substitution for Norway. Number 6. Number 7. Coming on the field. Number 10. Number 18. Bob.
Bergvall. This is a promising build-up. Can he spark a counter here? I have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Bob. Haaland. Lindelof. Spread to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Bergvall. And it's Bergvall. And that is well cleared. So there's the whistle, and we will have a brief break. Haaland is the hat-trick hero and the man most responsible for this spectacular turnaround. The team's then separated by just one significant moment. How telling will that be? The next 15 minutes will decide. Well, we are already up and running again. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much more can the players give? Oh, he's got a sight of goal. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. This looks promising. And the shot! Oh, that could be pivotal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, this could turn out to be quite a game. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in plenty of space here. Foot in. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And the through ball. And he was quick to react.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Isak. Out towards the flank. Oh, a delicate chip through. Pinches it off him.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
And that was asking for too much. Two sides absolutely inseparable, and we know what's coming. Norway take this the distance.
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
A brief rest, and then it will be time to refocus. So the calm before the storm. Real tension here then as the first man readies himself. So this one to set the tone. No! Denied remarkably!
Well, I think he had the measure of that all the way, Peter, and he is pumped.
Isak, the next man to walk up to the spot. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air. That is how you answer the call.
Gamesmanship or not, Peter, whatever he did worked a treat.
Haaland is second man up.
I think he instinctively knew the keeper.
So on to the second man. Oh, it's a really good save. Well, whatever he did, it worked, did it not, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge.
Denied! He's made the save!
Well, in trying to get clever, that ended up being too comfortable for the keeper.
Elanga, the third man up. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Norway are looking for comfort. Big character, big moment, big save. So the fourth man in line walking up to the spot. And he sticks it away. And he duly obliges. Berger is the fifth volunteer.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one. Well, you know what I'm going to say, Peter. It's all about nerve.
What poise, what noise, and that takes us to sudden death. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice.
Credit to him, you really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
Sweden looking to save match point.
That's just emphatic. He knew exactly what he was doing.
We're tied at 3 each. Ryerson, second of those not initially chosen.
Well, if you have any doubts, that's what you do to conquer it.
He must, but can he? And that is the end of that.
Oh, that was tense. Boy, that was tense. We're all sweating here.
Job done, professionally done. All eyes forward now. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I think the message is to keep calm and carry on. It turned out to be a pretty routine win. I feel there are still higher gears and greater quality
Hello
they can
everybody,
call upon
and please
whenever
join me
needed.
in wishing a happy wedding anniversary for one of our fan club members.